So you filed your 129F and you received your NOA1, which is your receipt notice. And now you're waiting for your NOA2, which is your approval notice. And this period can take anywhere from 7 to 16 months, depending on how complex your case is and whether you properly filed the forms. Now, nobody tells you what to actually do within this time period that you're waiting for your NOA2, but today I'm going to be covering how to track your case and how to use this time productively. First, the boring stuff. I am not your lawyer, and this is not legal advice. I happen to be a lawyer in Philadelphia, and my fiancé happens to be a lawyer in Nigeria, and we found this process so confusing that we wanted to help you out. So let's get into it. Let's talk about how to track your case in between the NOA1 and the NOA2. First, the USCIS directly. Now you go to the my.uscis.gov. I'll link it in the description. Use your receipt number from the NOA1, which is like a WAC number, and check your case status. Now this is the official primary source. Second, you can do Track My Visa, which is at the trackmyvisanow.com website. This is the most important tracker to set up right now because Track My Visa will send you a notification when you get your NOA2 and when you get sent to the DOS. Now, USCIS will not send you any notifications. People do not receive any emails or text messages when those things happen. And so you want to be notified the second you're approved, the second you're sent to the DOS, because you've been waiting for months and you deserve an update. Also note, Track My Visa has a Discord website, which is kind of like a WhatsApp group, but on this platform called Discord, and you should really join it because it's really active and people answer questions in real time, and there's a Nigerian specific discussion that is very useful. So try to join the Discord channel so you can get your questions answered. Now next is myvisajourney.com, and this is not really a tracking place. It's kind of outdated. It just has some timeline data that might be useful to you, understanding where you are relative to other people who might have filed at the same time. I think there are other places that are more accurate than Visa Journey, but I have to tell you about that. Another very useful place to go for information during this time is the Nigerian K-1, CR1, IR1 Facebook group. Now, Nigeria has its own consulate culture, its own requirements that are very different from other jurisdictions, and most of the groups on Facebook are dominated by the Philippines, people from the Philippines talking about their K-1 visa journey. So I would say try the Nigeria Facebook group for Nigeria-specific commentary and Lagos-specific questions. Also note, please, checking your tracker every day, all day will literally cause you so much anxiety. When you join these groups, you'll see how anxious people are. Do not do that. Check it weekly or don't check it at all and let Track My Visa just send you an email, because that is the easiest way to stay calm during these months and months and months and months of waiting. Now let's talk about scams. Scams target people who are in your exact situation, in the situation that I was in, just waiting anxiously, willing to pay anything to speed up the process. Let me tell you, nobody can expedite your USCIS case for any amount of money. Processing times are fixed. Anyone offering to speed it up for money is lying, okay? Unlicensed consultants offering you help with your forms are very dangerous. Bad advice doesn't fall on them, it falls on you, and their mistakes could cost you months of waiting or even a denial. So I wouldn't suggest it. Anyone claiming to have connections inside USCIS or the embassy through Facebook or WhatsApp is scamming you. They're scamming you. Don't pay to join any Facebook group or WhatsApp groups either. That is not necessary. You can get all this information for free, particularly on my channel. Always verify that you're on a .gov website when you're entering your personal information and any payment information. Being on another website will expose you to potential fraud and scams, so make sure you verify the website that you're entering your information into. I want to talk about something that is less technical about what you should be doing between the NOA1 and NOA2. This period is not dead time. This is time for preparation. Every month you need to be documenting your relationship. Take at least 6 photos a month during your video calls. So take a screenshot of your video chats and your visits. Screenshot your WhatsApp conversations all regularly. Save call logs, flight itineraries, boarding pass, luggage checks, everything. Put it on your phone, put it in a folder. Just create the album right now, call it K-1 evidence. You can make a file folder or make an album and just save everything as you go, because you'll need to prove your evidence of your relationship even at the interview stage. So the I-129F stage is just the first step. Then you need to include more information of an ongoing relationship. And then when you do your adjustment of status, you need even more information about your relationship. So just get started now and not 2 months before your interview. Visit if you can, because visits do two things. They generate really strong relationship evidence, and they also keep your relationship together during a really hard time of long distance and anxiety from waiting for your case. Make sure you document everything intentionally. I see people saying, oh, I went to visit my fiancé and we didn't take any pictures. That's not going to cut it. No one's going to believe that you didn't take one selfie with your fiancé when you visited them long distance. So please take pictures with family and friends. This is something most people don't say, and I think it's really important. Is your partner engaged in the process? You need to use this time to really evaluate the relationship and if this person is a real true partner. Are they researching alongside of you? Do they have questions about the process? Are they showing up for you in a way that you need them to when you're worried, anxious, sad, scared? Who's paying the most fees? Are you paying everything? Are they paying everything? Are you guys equally sharing the burden of this application process? Because the period between the NOA1 and the NOA2 is a genuine test of your partnership and your ability to get a project done together. You will experience so much stress, uncertainty, and months long of distance from each other. And so how your partner handles that is a real true test of whether they are the right person for you. This process will either bring you closer together or it will reveal incompatibility. And the good thing is you're not married and it's very easy to withdraw. So you're not obligated to continue if you see things during this wait period that you don't like or that is a red flag. Another thing you need to do during this process while you wait for the NOA2 after the NOA1 is to save money. The K-1 process through the adjustment of status is about $3,200, and that comes in waves. When you get the interview, you have to pay. When you have to file forms, you have to pay. Use this period to save so nothing catches you off guard later. And I have a full cost breakdown video that I can link in the notes. I would also say use this time to learn the forms that you'll have to fill out after you get your NOA2, after you're sent to the DOS. The I-134 affidavit of support, the DS-160, eventually the I-864, the I-485 adjustment of status. You'll need to fill them out at a later date, but understanding what they're asking for, what you need, you're going to need lots of location history, like where you've lived, lots of work history, where you've worked. You need to have all this information, gather it, tax forms, things like that, so that you're ready to go when it's time to fill out those forms. So to recap, very simple. Set up Track My Visa for your NOA2 email, your DOS email notifications. Join the Discord group because you'll learn a lot of information, specifically Nigeria-specific information. Use Visa Journey for a timeline, but you don't really have to. Join the Nigerian-specific communities for Lagos questions on Facebook and avoid anyone promising to influence your case for money. They're scamming you. Document your relationship every month and create a dedicated folder right now to do that, and visit whenever you can. Make sure you evaluate your relationship honestly, save money, and learn the forms that are coming ahead. Links to everything that I talked about today are going to be in the description. The cost breakdown, the Discord, Track My Visa, USCIS, everything is going to be in the description. Make sure you drop your comments, questions. I answer everything. There'll be a new video out soon, so I'll see you there.